So today I wanted to share 10 styling tips that I really wish I had learned sooner that would have made getting dressed so much easier in the past. And I wanted to show them in action with the clothes that I have here in my closet, just so that you guys can get some real life examples of what these tips look like. So let's get started. So the first skill is just knowing about outfit proportions. So here what I'm talking about is how your clothes fit on your body. If they're like slim or oversized, maybe where your shirt cuts off, where your pants stop. And there's a couple of different proportions that you can play around with, and I don't think any of them are wrong, but some just look a little bit more pleasing to the eye. And I think once you kind of get your outfit proportions down, then you can really experiment and play around with them, because then you have the confidence of knowing how you like your clothes to fit, and then you can kind of push the limits a little bit. So here's a totally oversized look. The top is really loose and kind of oversized and long, and the bottoms are like wide leg, big and flowy, and it kind of just doesn't look quite right. Again, I think someone could totally pull this off if they're like super confident in their style, but if you really are not sure how exactly to put outfits together, if you were to put this on, look in the mirror, you'll probably be dissatisfied with what you're seeing, and that really has nothing to do with your body or the clothes. It really is just how you put the outfit together. So one way that I could change that is just change the top. So I'm gonna keep the same wide leg pants, and I'll just put on a slim top on top, and you can see right away that the outfit just looks really cute and just balanced. And when I say balanced, what I really mean is that it's just kind of pleasing to look at. I don't think our clothes need to be like flattering or make us look skinny all the time. I think it really depends on how do we want to feel in our clothes. And so this video is really for people that kind of struggle putting outfits together and are kind of lost. And again, once you know these basic styling skills, you can then experiment and kind of tweak it with what works for you. And so the slim top with a wide bottom proportion, it can really work with many different outfits. So you can see here's another example where the top is slim fitting, bottoms are more loose and relaxed. And again, it's just kind of a very balanced look. And so then you can of course flip-flop that, and you can do an oversized top with a slim fitting bottom. I think that looks super nice as well. And you can really experiment here. There's so many different kind of tops and bottoms that work really well here. So this could be like a cropped oversized top with a slim bottom. It could be like an oversized long tunic. And here again, you can play around with how oversized you want the top to be and how slim you want the bottoms to be. Personally, I've kind of leaned away from skinny jeans lately, so when I do a slim bottom, it's more of like a cigarette fit or like a slim straight leg fit, and that feels like slim enough for me. So I do think there is a way that you can make a totally oversized look still work, but again, you have to kind of build on that, I think. And so the first way that I think is super easy is just to wear like an oversized dress. Then it's just a complete oversized look. I think it looks very nice. Again, maybe not everybody's style, but I personally like that look. And here's another outfit that I put together recently that I've never worn before, but it's this oversized tunic with the wide leg pants, and there is something about it that I think looks good, and I can see myself wearing it. I think it kind of has to be maybe the right atmosphere for me. I can see that being for like a evening walk on the beach on vacation. I think that would look really cute. So I'm gonna keep kind of talking about outfit proportions, but we're gonna move on to the second skill that I wish I knew, and that is to have your high-rise pants hit you at your smallest point on your waist. So when the high-rise trend first came out, I remember being really excited to try it, and I went and I bought myself some pants that said they were high-rise, and I tried them on, and it just looked completely wrong. It wasn't working because my body is very straight. I don't have like a very defined waist, and so I was really disappointed then, because I was just like, I guess I can't wear this because it's not working on my body. But what I had gotten wrong with those pants is that they weren't high-rise enough for me. If the high-rise is hitting you like below the smallest part of your waist, then the fit is completely off and it just kind of looks not as flattering. So to fix that, all you need to do is have pants with a rise that is high enough that it really kind of cinches you in at the waist, and then it creates a really nice like curvy hourglass shape if that's what you're going for. So to kind of play around and measure that for yourself, you can really just take like a measuring tape or a string and just kind of put it on your waist and just see where it naturally wants to sit. You could also get a measurement for yourself if that is helpful. And then when you're shopping for pants and trying them on, you really want to make sure that it's hitting you at that smallest part. So for me, that means that my jeans need to be basically at or above my belly button, and that's where I like for them to hit. Especially if you like tucking your shirts in, I think that gives like a really nice balanced proportion to your outfit. So next up is the 3-color rule. Basically what that is that the fashion experts say that you shouldn't combine more than 3 colors in your outfit. Black and white are the exception because they're kind of more like a tone and they don't make your colors clash as much. And I really wish that I had known this before, because I remember getting dressed, just putting some clothes on and just not knowing why something fell off, and just accepting that maybe I'm just not stylish and I don't know how to put together outfits. So to show you guys an example, here's an outfit where I have a pink shirt, green button-down shirt that is my husband's, and some blue jeans. And these colors all are kind of really strong and I feel like they really clash. Someone could totally wear this and no one really noticed, but for me, when I look at it and when I was wearing it, I just didn't feel very comfortable. It just felt like a noisy kind of mess of an outfit. So for me personally, what I actually prefer is to only wear 2 colors at a time and to have the other colors be neutral. And so here's that same outfit, but I have the white shirt on instead, and I think it already has a much more calming effect on the outfit, just like much more pleasant to look at, and I felt much better when I was wearing it. And so I personally even like to take it back more, so I like to wear a lot of neutral colors and then one kind of statement color, because I feel like I can never go wrong with that. So I consider neutrals to be white, black, beige, and then I know that to that I can add any other color and it'll always look good. So again, this is just a rule that once you know it, then you can break it and really wear whatever you want. But at the beginning, when you're really not sure how to combine different colors together, I would recommend just really stripping them back, going really basic, and then just slowly adding 1 color at a time and experimenting with it and seeing kind of how you feel. And then once you build your confidence, you can just go wild if you want to. The next thing that I wish I had learned sooner is that you can buy bottoms that actually fit your height. Here I'm talking about things like petite size, tall, or regular, depending on what you need. So when I first started building my wardrobe, I really just didn't know this. I would go to the store, try some clothes on, and my pants were always too long. I'm 5'3", so they would always hit me like way down below my ankle, and I just kind of accepted that as that's life. I'm short, pants will always belong on me. I would cope by rolling them up, and that's just kind of what I had to go with because I didn't know there was anything else out there. And so when I finally discovered that you can actually get your jeans in like a cropped or a petite size, that was such a cool discovery for me, because now my pants fit me really nice. And these days it's really cool because there's a lot of brands that do offer these sizes now. I personally really like to buy Everlane jeans, and they offer petite and tall, which is really great. But I also know that Old Navy does that, and if you guys know of any other brands that offer those custom lengths, let us know down in the comments, and that will be a super helpful resource for people that are looking for pants. And another thing that I think looks really flattering in terms of bottoms is when the bottom has a little bit of room, kind of like a straight leg fit. I feel like it really balances the body really nicely as well, because your foot just has a little bit of room to breathe, and it just kind of has a really flattering look to it. Okay, so this next one is an oldie but a goodie, and that is how to tuck in your shirt and the different ways that you can tuck your shirt in. So I kind of touched on this when I talked about the high-rise pants, but what I learned that really works for me, and I think is a universal thing, is to tuck in your shirt at, again, the smallest part of your waist. And what that really does is it creates a really balanced looking silhouette, and I think no matter what your body type is, it really always looks good. So here's a couple of different ways that you can do this. So of course, first you have the front tuck. That's where you just tuck in the front section in the middle of your body, and then you just kind of billow out the rest of it. And what I like to do is I kind of slide my finger in and I make sure that it's like really flat on the sides, and then I just puff it out. And I think that's a really nice, like, casual, relaxed way to tuck your shirt in. Next, of course, you can tuck it all the way around. So what I like to do is I first just tuck the shirt in all the way, make sure it's nice and flat. And then I just kind of pull it up a little bit all around just to blouse it. I think that's the right term. And this works really good with a shirt that's a little bit oversized, and it kind of has like a really casual, nice look to it, I think. And what I really like about tucking the shirt in is that It creates a really balanced looking proportion on the body. So here's an outfit where I'm just wearing a pair of jeans and my t-shirt. It's just out and it's long and it just looks very basic. It's not very exciting. But if I just tuck that shirt in, then right away the outfit just looks so much better in my opinion. I really like that you can see where my waist is, and then I really like that it's just like oversized and casual, so you can kind of still breathe, you can kind of still move around. Before, I used to be very against trying to tuck my shirt in because all my shirts were very slim fitting and I was very self-conscious of my midsection, and I thought that if my shirt was tucked in, then it would just be like my belly on display, and that's not something that I felt comfortable with. Maybe you can relate, maybe you have never tried tucking your shirt in because you are self-conscious of your stomach area, but I really encourage you just to try it and see how it feels. And again, for me, the perfect combo is an oversized shirt so that it's not clinging to you, and then a pair of high-rise bottoms, because high-rise bottoms can really like cinch in your waist and your stomach area, and then I think it just looks really flattering on many sizes, many body types. It's really hard to go wrong with that formula. The next thing that I really wish I had learned sooner was the concept of an outfit formula. So again, I remember back in the day, I would get dressed and every once in a while I would have an outfit where it felt really great in, you know, everything just felt right, and I didn't really know why exactly. And so I felt great that day, and then maybe a couple days later, just again, the outfits were kind of feeling blah, and I didn't really know why one outfit was better than the other one. So an outfit formula is a combination of different pieces that you can kind of use over and over again and replicate to create like a different outfit, but it all has the same formula, kind of like a recipe. So maybe you like to wear an oversized t-shirt tucked into like a pair of high-rise jeans. Well, you can wear that same formula over and over again and just switch the jeans and the t-shirt, and you'll always know that you're gonna feel good in that outfit. Another formula could be like a slim fitting sweater with a high-waisted pair of wide leg pants, and you know that that proportion looks really great in you, and then you can just replicate that with different items that you have in your wardrobe. So I would recommend to really see what that means for you, try on your clothes, or just really think about what do you reach for over and over again. Maybe pay attention to when you wear something and you feel really great that day, and just look at your outfit in the mirror and see kind of what are the proportions. Like, did you tuck your shirt in? Are you wearing like a high-rise pair of bottoms? Just really pay attention to what you like to wear and then try to replicate that. And that can also really help with shopping, because sometimes when we're shopping, we don't really have a wish list or any ideas. We can just buy whatever, and it doesn't really work with our other clothes. When you find a formula that you love, then you can say, maybe I need a couple more of those kinds of items. Add them to your wish list, and then next time you go shopping, you know what you're looking for, and you know that that's something that you're actually gonna wear. Next up is knowing my warm and cool color tones. This has been such a fun styling skill that I've learned over the years, and I love kind of playing around with that. So if you don't know what warm and cool colors are, basically any color can lean a little bit cool or a little bit warm, and depending on what your skin undertone is, some colors can look better on you. So before, I really just thought, you know, colors were colors and it didn't really matter. Sometimes I would buy something and something was off, but again, I didn't ever know why. So I've learned over the years that, you know, the same color can actually look different on me depending on the tone of it. So I wanted to show you guys an example of this with green, which is a color that I like to wear. So here I have two greens, and these are actually my husband's shirts. So I have a cool green and a warm green. And you can probably tell, so the warm color is kind of veering more towards kind of yellow or olive, and then this cool green is veering a little bit towards like blue. So I'm gonna put both of these shirts on and we'll see if you guys can tell the difference. So I personally think that when I'm wearing the cooler green, my complexion just looks much better. So my eyes just look like more whiter, my teeth look whiter, it just goes really good with my eye color. My face is like awake and fresh. And then when I'm wearing the more warmer green, I feel a little bit like washed out and a little bit more yellow. I feel like my teeth look a little bit yellow and it's kind of just clashing with my complexion. But I'd really love to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. Can you guys tell a difference? I would love to hear your thoughts. So there's a couple ways to tell if you have cool or warm undertones, and then what colors maybe you should try wearing. So one way is you can look at your veins, and they say that if your veins are a little bit more green, then you're warm. If your veins look a little bit more blue, then you're cool. Another way to tell is with jewelry. If your face looks a little bit better when you wear gold, then you're warm. If it looks a little bit better when you're wearing silver, then you're cool. I personally kind of disregard that because I like to wear gold jewelry, and yeah, I don't care if it is clashing with my face that much. And the last thing you can do is just to hold up different colors to your face and just kind of look at your face in the mirror. The best way to do this is with natural light. So if you can stand maybe by a window, hold up a warm color, hold up a cool color, and just look at your complexion. People say that if it's the right color for you, then your face just looks kind of more brighter, more awake. Your eyes look whiter, your teeth look whiter. And I did want to mention again that there's a cool and warm version of every color. So if you always felt like maybe you didn't look good in red, maybe you're just wearing the right shade of red. So you can have like a more warmer orangey red, or you can have a more cooler red that's kind of leaning more towards burgundy. And yeah, both of those are red, and you can just see which one is looking better on you. And you can also play around with intensity of color. So if there's a color that you really love, but it's always kind of clashing with your face, one idea is just to wear a more muted version of it. So it's not super bright, it's not as like assertive, kind of like this pink, you know, this is pink, but it's a very kind of muted, pale pink. And I think it would probably work with both kind of skin undertones because it's not very aggressive. Another thing you can do is wear a color that you really love on the bottom, so it's not really close to your face if it kind of feels too much for you when it's a shirt. The next skill that I wish I knew was just knowing about body types and knowing my own body type. I've talked about this a couple of times here on my channel, but growing up, I always felt like something was wrong with my body because it's very straight, I don't have a very defined waist. And so just learning about body types and knowing that there's people out there that have the exact same body type as you is really comforting and just freeing just to know that it's normal. So there's kind of like 5 classic body types. So first there's apple, and if you have that body type, then your midsection and your waist is usually the widest part of you. So if you were measuring your body, that would be the widest. Next there's pear, that's where the hips and the butt are the widest part. Then you have rectangle, and that's kind of where your body is more or less the same measurement from top to bottom. Then there's inverted triangle, and that is where you have more broader shoulders and your bust is usually a little bit bigger. And the last one is hourglass, and that's where your bust and your hips are kind of the same measurement, and then your waist is smaller. And again, I think just knowing what your body is really helpful because then you can kind of learn the rules of dressing for that body type. And it kind of helps you just to kind of get an understanding of what kind of proportions look good on you maybe. And then you can really just wear whatever you want, of course, because that's the whole point here. And then when you just have that knowledge, it can be really helpful, especially like maybe on days when you're feeling a little bit down, you don't really know what to wear. And I think this can also help you with finding an outfit proportion that looks really nice on you. So I would encourage you guys to kind of measure yourself, figure out what body type you are, maybe watch a couple of styling videos on that, and then really just tweak it and make it work for you. Okay, the next thing that I wish I had learned sooner is how to balance dressy and casual items together to create a really nice look. So I used to think that if you're wearing like a dress, it has to be a dressy outfit, you know, you have to have the heels with it, but I've come to learn that I really love balancing dressy and casual. So what I like to do is if I'm wearing heels, I love to wear like jeans with a raw hem. Another classic is to wear a dress with sneakers or like a pair of sporty sandals. And what this really does is it kind of just like takes the edge off your outfit. So, you know, instead of just looking like completely put together and fancy, you just add a little bit of edginess in there, and it kind of gives it a whole different vibe, and I think a really cool vibe. And again, if you're just wearing like a really casual outfit, you know, doing something unexpected, like maybe putting on some red lipstick, suddenly it just gives a whole unique look. Another idea is if you're wearing like a really put together fancy outfit, is having maybe your hair like slightly tousled, slightly messy. Again, it just kind of gives it a little something, and I think it stands out from the crowd. So to be able to use all these skills in the right way, you really do need to have a wardrobe that's full of clothes that fit you right, full of clothes that are your style and that you love to wear. And if you don't have that yet, then you really do need to watch the style series that I have. It's 5 videos of how to find your style and how to build a wardrobe that works for you. See you guys over there.